Action!
That was very funny, Mr. Pickles. Oh, hello there. Welcome to iCaleb, a show where we have a bunch of stories about a young man named Caleb and how he gets through the problems he does as a child. Now, the first story that we have for you today features Caleb when he had moved schools. Now, Caleb wanted to make a bunch of new friends, but he didn't quite know how to. It was Caleb's first day of school. He was scared about meeting all these new people. He walked through the gates of his school and was immediately greeted by his teacher, who pointed to which classroom he would be in. He walked in and saw that loads of kids had already made friend groups, and he was scared to talk to the new people. So he sat by a desk in the corner by himself and put his head in his arms.
Caleb, what's wrong? Why aren't you making any friends?
I don't know how to make friends. Please, can you help me try and make friends with people in this class?
Well, first, get out the corner and talk to people. You can't make friends sitting alone. Remember to be confident. Go up to somebody and introduce yourself.
But how would I do that?
Start off by telling them your name and asking them for theirs. Then you should talk about common interests you have. But the most important thing to do is to make sure you listen to the person you're talking to. Converse with them. When they're talking, listen. And when you're talking, look at them. It comes across as rude if you're talking to somebody else while looking at somebody else.
All right, thank you. I'll take what you just said, and I'll try to make some friends. But who should I talk to? So I went up to this kid, and I followed every step that the sock puppet had told me. I was confident in myself, I spoke about common interests, and I conversed with them.
Now, wasn't that just sweet? Now, our next story, unfortunately, takes a sadder turn as we go down the route of bullying. Now, Caleb thought it was going to be an amazing day at school. His mum even helped him do his hair, and as he was walking, he saw Stephen and Jessica, but they were looking at him funny and giggling. Caleb had had issues with them before, but he decided he wasn't going to let them ruin his day. As he headed into class to take his seat, he heard Jessica shout,
Oi, nice hair, weirdo.
Stop. Stop. My mum helped me do this. She said I look really handsome.
Ew. Your mom helps you do your hair. Bro, that's weird.
What are you, like 3?
Stop. Why are you so mean?
For the rest of the day, all of Jessica and Stephen's attention was on Caleb. He felt trapped. He loved school. He loved learning. But it started to become a place that he hated to go to every single day. And he didn't know what to do or how he could reach out for help. Once the day was finally over, he was laying in his bed when...
Caleb, you need to tell someone. You love school. You can't keep letting people push you down and make fun of you. People care for you, and they want you to feel safe at school. I know. Start with telling a trusted parent or carer. Then they can tell your teacher.
That's right. I need to tell my mum. She'll know what to do.
By the end of the week, Caleb had told his mum about Jessica and Stephen, and she told Caleb that what they were doing was something called bullying. He didn't get it at first, but he knew it wasn't right. No one should make you feel bad or make you feel like you're not good enough. Immediately, his mum told the school, and they pulled Jessica and Stephen out of class with their parents to share that what they were doing wasn't okay, and told them that it needed to stop. At break time of the same day, Caleb saw them both go up to him. He was scared, but Stephen said,
Yo, Caleb, so sorry for what I did said to you. I just hope you forgive us.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I didn't realise what we were saying was rude, and I didn't realise what bullying was. And I'm really sorry. We'll never do it again to anyone, I swear.
You good?
Can you forgive us?
In that moment, Caleb was shocked at what they had said, but he was no longer mad at them because he'd seen how sorry they really were. So he did something he never thought he could do.
I forgive you.
Now, wasn't that absolutely sweet? Remember, kids, what you say can hurt people's feelings, so you should be careful and not bully others for their appearances or anything of that sort. But there's a difference between being told something that hurts you and being told something that helps you. This next story is about getting told off and how you can handle it as well.
Hey, Caleb, I dare you to trip Stephen over. Go on.
Even though he knew this was wrong,
Ah!
he fell to peer pressure. Caleb snuck up behind Stephen and tripped him over, and Stephen fell flat on his face and screamed a loud scream. This was the first time that Caleb had ever been properly told off. He didn't know what to do or how to react. He went to the teacher's office and got one of the worst telling offs he'd ever had in his life. He was sent to stay after school in a classroom for 30 minutes whilst writing, "I will not trip people up."
Hey, Caleb, what's wrong? Why are you crying?
Because I got told off for something and blamed that I was practically forced into doing. I didn't want to do it.
Okay, Caleb. Well, here's some advice I can give you. Start off by taking a deep breath. It's all going to be all right. The first thing you need to know is that what you did was wrong. If somebody was peer pressuring you into doing something you don't want to do, you start off by saying no. And you either walk away, or if they keep pushing to you to do this, you need to tell a teacher or a trusted adult.
Okay, thank you, but how do I help not feeling so bad after being told off?
Well, one of the things you can do is to focus on not to cry. Try and think of things that you might be able to do better for the situation. For example, you could try either apologising upfront or writing a letter of apology to Stephen.
Okay, thank you. I'll try that, thank you.
The next day, Caleb goes up to Stephen on the playground and apologizes to him up front and asks if there's anything he can do to help him. Stephen forgives Caleb for this, and Caleb learnt his lesson about the danger of peer pressure and getting told off. That's how easy you guys can make up friends, guys. Now that is all the stories that we have for you today. Hi, Caleb. Thanks you for watching, and we hope that you've learnt something incredible from this story. However, before you go, we do have an incredible song for you. Many of you may know the lyrics, but if you don't worry, they'll be on the screen for you. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and please enjoy this wonderful song from the Sock Puppet and Caleb.
Hey kids, today we're going to learn about the world. The world that surrounds us is pretty amazing, but how does it work? It must be complicated. The secret is the world can only work when everything works together. A bee drinks from a flower and leaves with his pollen. A squirrel in the tree spreads the seeds that have fallen. Everything works together.
The biggest elephant, the littlest fly. The gophers underground, the birds in the sky. And every single cricket, every fish in the sea gives what they can and gets what they need. That is how the world works. That is how the world works.
From A to zebra to the birds in the dirt.
That's how it works.